Hey gamers, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, um, we opened TCG cards, and today we're going to be opening up some packs from Final Fantasy TCG Journey of Discovery. Um, yeah, so I'm actually gonna open just 6 packs of these and kind of spread them out um, in like 3 different videos, and also I'm gonna make a set schedule where I'm gonna try to have something uploaded every Monday morning and also every Saturday morning, because I feel like doing Saturday mornings kind of takes me back to like when I was younger, you know, because when the weekend starts, they would usually show um, Saturday morning cartoons, and I would wake up super early, like most folks my age, or most kids around those years. God, why is this so hard to open? And there we go. And yeah, it was something to look forward to, and then for the weekend, you wake up early in the morning Saturdays, and then you watch cartoons, have cereal, and just have a good start to the weekend. You know, you watch your favorite shows, cartoons. It's just a good time. And so, this is something for you guys to look forward to every Saturday morning. You're gonna watch me open some packs of cards. I'm gonna try to make it so that Mondays are more like Pokemon days, and Saturdays, well, it'll be stuff like this. Just because I can be more consistent with Final Fantasy, since this is what I usually open. Yeah, so we're gonna just open the middle stack here. So there's gonna be what, 6 total that we're gonna be opening today, and we're gonna save the other 6 for the next 2 Saturdays after this. So look forward to that. Unless you want me to switch it around, because I could go either way. Doesn't matter. We could do Pokemons on Saturdays, or random stuff on Mondays. Yeah, maybe that might be better, actually. Who knows? Anyways, so we're gonna be opening 6 packs of these. There's 12 cards, I believe, in each pack. Let's see, what does it say on the packaging? Yep, 12 cards. So yeah, if you're not familiar with Final Fantasy, Cryo is our I guess, what do you call it, mascot for this booster set. That's the right word, right? I don't know. So anyways, this place like Magic, where we have commons, and then our uncommons are kind of our rares, and what our heroics are our rare. Our, the rares in Magic are the heroics in Final Fantasy, and the mythics in Magic are our legendaries. So I forget how many commons do we get in this. I believe it's what, 8 commons. So how many commons has it been so far? Well, we have a bard here. Okay, so this is our 8th common, and we get 1 foil. And the foil usually is like between the rares and um, the commons. So I guess we could do a pack trick and put this on the bottom, but it's kind of weird because after this, oh shoot, we got a legend. So this lock is really good in the set. I've been playing it a lot. Um, yeah, you'll either get a legendary card or a heroic card as your non-foil, and then your foil can be basically any card. Sometimes you could get a full art, which is kind of like a borderless, I guess, card. So yeah, so that's our foil. Here's our commons, and here's our legendary. So what lock does, I guess maybe I should explain it. Lock, when he enters the field, your opponent draws one card, then randomly discards one card. And then when your opponent discards one or more characters due to your summons or abilities, choose a character, dull it, and freeze it. When your opponent discards one or more summon due to your summons or abilities, draw one card. So basically, if your opponent discards a summon, you get to draw, and if they discard something else like a character, which is either forward or backup, then you get a dull freeze a character on their board. So it's very handy, very strong, and it's not like once per turn too for that effect. So you can make them discard multiple times a turn, and then you will either draw a lot of cards, or you know dull freeze a lot of cards on the field, and your opponent won't be able to do really much with anything. It's usually, I think I can pull off about probably 2 discards a turn on average. But if you do 3 or more, it's like, hey, you're like freezing their backup line, and they can't really use their backups to generate any crystal points. And crystal points are like mana. Um, so yeah, that's some explanation of how the game works and what the card does. If you want better explanation of how to play the game, you can check out some other content on YouTube. This all, you know, I mean, this channel is more about unboxing and packing or cracking packs. So yeah, we're just here to pull some cool cards. Yeah, if you want to learn to play the game, yeah, there's other content creators online that'll teach you how to play. You can go to your locals, see if they support the game. Not many locals do support this game, unfortunately. Would love to see more. Okay, so those are our rares. This is our legendary, and here's our foil. Should we do it this way? If that's the case, well, maybe it's. Well, yeah, maybe it should be like this then. Okay. So we have our common. We have a cow. Warriors is pretty strong right now. I don't know about the fire ice uh, element combination. I still prefer the fire water. It's very consistent, and still has a lot of good warriors in that deck. That's hard to deal with, or are annoying to deal with, I should say. Yeah, here's another new warrior card. It's okay. I haven't really found a place for that in my deck yet. Like I said, like fire water's a lot more consistent. Okay, and then here's our rare, the Emperor. We got a foil of that back here. Here's another rare, one more rare. Then we have our heroic for this pack, and then for our foil, we got Orin. Yeah. So Orin is just a rare card. Right, third pack. I think probably the lock's been a pretty good pull so far here. Everything else is not so great. Yeah, do it like that. Right, common, dancer, Galoof. Actually, don't even know what this Galoof does. Probably worth reading. When Galoof is added to your hand from the break zone, or from the deck due to the search effect. You may pay 2 CP. When you do so, you may play a card named Galoof of cost 4 or less from your hand onto the field. This effect will trigger only during your turn. Okay, so basically, if you grab him back from the break zone, which is like your graveyard, um, his cost is reduced by 2 essentially. But you gotta like pay 2 immediately, and then you'll be able to play him from your hand. Um, so yeah. Oh, it's on. Oh yeah, it's. I said this too. It's like due to search as well. So if you search them up, you can just pay 2 more CP upon the search and just straight up have this 9,000 beefy dude. Not bad. It's pretty cool. Doesn't do too much. Usually these generic standard units, they do something reasonably okay. This one is a bard. He's an ice forward. Choose one for the opponent controls. Don't freeze it. Not bad. That's pretty good for 3 costs. That's 7,000 power. And when he enters the field, choose the back of your opponent controls. If you control multi-element forward, dull it and freeze it as well. Actually, pretty good in a dual color deck because they play Alcid. Alcid's a dual color that plays like a 4 cost or less ice forward or lightning forward. So you can play this off of Alcid and be able to dual freeze 1 forward and 1 back that your opponent controls. So that's pretty good. Might consider trying that out. Of the Gladiolus or Gladio from Final Fantasy 15. Searches for Noctis and adds it from to hand. It's got an EX burst. EX burst is like, I don't know how to describe it if you're a Magic player, but if you're a Bandai, a card game player, they kind of have this mechanic where you flip over your damage points or your shields or your security checks, and then it has like some kind of effect if it has like some keyword that tells you that it's like, okay, if this is being flipped from your prize area or your shields or security, you get the effect of the card without having to fill any prerequisites here. So for Gladiolus, if he shows up in the damage zone, you basically just get a search up Noctis immediately and add it to hand. So we got Cypher here. I've seen this card get played a little bit. Breaks either 2 costs or 5 costs if you have a Witch on the field. Not terrible, but could be better. 7. Type 0 Cadets. It's got back attack. Enters. Choose one auto ability. Trigger from a 4 to 5 cost or less. And cancel it immediately. Pretty good. I mean, I always like, I don't know, I always feel like cadets are a little overwhelming, but they're actually really strong. Like I got bodied recently from one, so yeah, a cadet deck is good. I can't deny that fact. Ah, Zeralja. This card's been really good in the current meta so far. Just there's a lot of good category 14 decks out there, so giving this guy 2k and haste is easy. And he can basically just break 2 forwards at damage 5 when he swings in. So yeah, a very strong card. It's been seeing a lot of play. Highly recommend playing it if you haven't yet. You gotta play it in Lightning. In Lightning decks or Cat 14 decks with Lightning support. So that way you can play this guy. Pretty good. Very good. And then we have a foil bard. Already explained this card, which is Perfect. So there you go. There's a bard for you. All right. Next pack. Hope you guys are enjoying this, or at least making you a bit interested in this card game. If you haven't played any Final Fantasy games, try it out. It's pretty fun. I know, like, I really got into it when I was younger. Wasn't really too fond of like the turn-based mechanic because that was kind of new to me, but I ended up liking it a lot, and it's kind of a cult now for some of us fans. We like nothing but Final Fantasy, or shun anyone that plays any other kind of RPG that's not Final Fantasy or from Square Enix in general. um, yeah, so Rain, there's a lot of great Final Fantasy 8 support here in this set. So we'll see this Rain that searches for Laguna, and or if you have Laguna, it searches for Squall. So that's pretty decent. I haven't seen this card played too much. There's another backup in Ice named Alone. She's a lot better, and it's a 2 cost, so it's pretty good. And then we got Shadow Lord here as our rare. Oh, wait, Rain was our rare as well. And a cool Jaja. This card does things. It's a warrior, 4 cost though. I can't play it off of Vaxstar, but you can just play it straight up. It's a Cat 14, so there's a lot of support for Cat 14 in this set. During this game, you can cast it at any time you could normally cast it. Enters the field or leaves the field, remove the top card of your deck from the game. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so I read that backwards. Sorry, guys. So basically, if he enters or leaves the field, you remove the top card of your deck from the game, and then you play that anytime, or cast it at any time that you normally can cast it during this game. So even when the turn ends, you could play whatever card that is. That's pretty cool. Although if this guy gets modded for entering or leaving the field, well then, I don't know, I guess you get one effect, because you would have to Amaterasu twice on this guy. So Amaterasu basically just cancels any auto abilities. So when he enters or leaves the field, that's an auto ability trigger or effect, and so you could cancel it, and then you wouldn't be able to remove the top card and play it anytime during the game. Yeah. And then our heroic is Gao. So this is from Final Fantasy 6. He's a wild child job class. When Gao enters the field, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add up to 2 characters of cost 2 or less among them to your hand, and return the others to the bottom of your deck in any order. Deal 2 active characters of cost 2 or less until the end of turn. Gao gains 5,000 power and brave. So he could be a beefy boy if you deal 2 characters. So it could be of cost 2 or less. So they have, man, that's a very specific like payment cost. Usually it's just deal 2 active characters or something like that, but it's got to be like a cost 2 or less. Hard to say if this is good. I mean, you get two cost characters when you reveal 5, so you gotta be playing a lot of 2 costs. Yeah, might be good. Depends on the deck. And then we have 8 as our foil for this pack. He has haste. When he attacks, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You get a cadet out of the 3, and bottom deck the rest. Solid card. I mean, he's got haste, so he swings in and you see more draws for your cadet forwards or backups, whatever you're missing. Really good card. It's been played on me. I've been beaten by it. stupid. Stupid good. Not stupid bad. It's just stupid good because I get upset when I lose to cadets. Um, just it just always feels over or underwhelming playing against them. I'm like, oh, it's just cadets. It's like they're not gonna do much. They're just gonna synergize really well, and that's it. And yeah, it's like yeah, that's it. They synergize really well, and you get bodied. It doesn't feel good, guys. uh, but respect to my friends that do play cadets, like they understand the power of these kids in school, and me, I'm like, they're just kids in school, whatever. But I never played the game. Um, I heard good things though. I heard it's really good. I definitely do own it, but just haven't had time to play RPGs nowadays. Too old, and I'm playing card games instead. Rebel Akbel, this card's really good. At least I think so. You know, because it's 7 costs. That's pretty high, but for what it does, it's fine. You know, you always have this available in your LB deck, and he'll just kill what character of cost 5 or more, or no, it yeah, you choose a character, it breaks it if you have a 5 or more fire backups or earth backups. So you be playing mono earth, and this still works because you have Shantoto and you have Tyro that can generate fire CP. Um, and you can play it there or just play it in fire earth decks. It's strong, honestly. It's like don't be terrified of paying the 7 cost because at some point you're gonna reach your 5 backups and it's not gonna be too painful to pay for. Um, yeah, you'll need it when you need it. I think it's good. Kuana. Kuana enters the field. You may search for one category 14 character of 2 costs or less and play it onto the field. Solid. I mean, can't hate on it. It's like you build a mono lightning cat 14 deck now, and I put Zeralda in it, and you'll just win games. So this guy's great. Definitely need to try it out. Haven't had time to build anything new, but yeah, good card. Balthier. So when Balthier enters the field, choose one for the opponent controls, deal it 4,000 damage. When he enters the field, you may pay 2 win CPs on one of any elements. When you do so, choose one for the opponent controls, deal it 4,000 damage. So basically, 2 auto triggers. You'll ping 4 and 4 possibly if you do pay the additional. Yeah, it's a little underpowered for what it does. Like if it was like 5,000 damage on each of those autos, then yeah, I think it would be worth playing. But 4,000, it's if you can combo with something else consistently, yeah, do it, play it. We have Glow Jaja. Wait, this is different from the cool Jaja. Okay. When Glow Jaja deals damage to a forward, choose one forward the opponent controls other than that forward. Deal the same amount of damage. This effect will trigger only once per turn. Damage 5 when Galul Jaja enters the field. Choose one forward the opponent controls. Deal 7,000 damage. Okay. Sorry. It's I can't multitask very well sometimes. Deals damage to a forward. Choose a forward the opponent controls. That forward. Oh, so basically you're hitting. You could possibly hit for 2 if the damage 5 trigger comes from him, or battle damage. I think too. So when you're attacking, your opponent blocks. Well, then you get to impact another forward, and that forward takes just as much damage. So you can probably take out 2 for 1 with this card. Not bad. I mean, not very good, but it's okay. It's a heroic too. And then we have Fire Element as our foil monster. With the field, choose 1 forward, deal it 5,000. Classic. For 5 costs? I don't know. Also has an action ability, pay 1 fire, tap and put it in break zone, choose 1 forward, deal 8,000 damage. I don't know that's hard to commit, to be honest. Alright, down to our last pack finally. Like I said before, we're opening the rest of the packs in the next couple weeks. So we're just gonna, take our time with this, let this kind of sink in slowly. All right, we got Rex. We got Omatel. I really don't know how to pronounce some of these words sometimes, or names. I think this card's pretty decent. It's a 3 cost, plays off of Axar just fine. It's not a warrior though, but it gives support for warriors. So, when your opponent chooses her or one of your warriors, it does things, I believe. Well, I guess it's just her. Yeah, when she's chosen by your opponent's ability, your opponent discards a card, and then the job warrior forwards and carding warrior forwards you control gains. It is, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, I was right. So yeah, they gain the ability of when they're chosen by your opponent's abilities. Your opponent discards a card, so doesn't matter who they discard or who they choose, as long as it's not her and not a warrior. Else they gotta discard a card. And damage 3, she gains 2k power, so she could be a 9k at damage 3. Pretty good, pretty good card. Hard to play, to be honest. Though, I've tried her out. Can feel good sometimes, can not. I mean, this could work with Lock. Um, but if they choose to target Lock, well then he's not protected by her. So I don't know. Could be bad, could be good. Because usually, Lock's not. I would say Lock is the threat. Um, when playing an ice deck nowadays, Lock and Seymour. Wish we haven't seen Seymour yet, but we probably will. He tends to show up quite a bit in this set, from what I've seen. But yeah, it's Lock and Seymour. Those are things to be worried about when playing against ice. You want to deal with those first before you deal with anything else, honestly. Yeah, Sid Alstein, he's rare. Schultz. What does this card do? Let's see. When it enters the field, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, return them to the bottom and or top of your deck in any order, then reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a water card, add it to your hand. Oh, you're basically just stacking your you're stacking your deck and letting your opponent know what you're stacking. Okay. Cool, I guess. Vaughn. I was like, should I read this? When he enters, if you control 4 or more winning characters, activate all your backups. When Vaughn enters, if you control 4 or more water characters, it loses 8,000 power until end of turns. Oh, you choose a forward. Okay. So, hey, not a bad card to have. You just got to make sure you control 4 or more wind characters and 4 or more water characters to get both effects. Would I say this is good? I mean, it can be in the right build. I mean, he's a Sky Pirate, so the Sky Pirates are in wind and water. So yeah, could be useful. It's got decent removal power. Gilgamesh supports warriors. Looked like my video stopped recording there. I think it only lasts for 30 seconds, or I mean 30 minutes before it like starts kicking off again. So sorry if this video is running long. I'll try to keep it as short as possible, but I'd like to, try to have a conversation with you guys. Even though it's probably a one-way conversation, but hey, it helps to talk. Anyways, Gilgamesh uh, does a lot of cool stuff. He's a 5 cost. You're either playing him or Tyvus because he's so expensive, as expensive as Tyvus, but is he good as Tyvus? I don't know. He does 2 forwards though on entry, so maybe attempt to play both, dump your whole hand and play more things. I don't know. Yeah, but he's in lightning, so I don't know if it'll work because you need to generate lightning CP. Not so great in warriors that runs fire, water, or fire ice. So now you got to tap into lightning too. Eh, hard to swallow, but might be good. And then we got Furion as our foil here. He does things. He activates backups, fire, wind, and then you look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You add one among them. So basically, he helps you kind of set yourself up a bit better. But he's expensive, and he's in Windfire. It's like no one plays really Windfire. Um, I mean, some of my friends do, but it's like it hasn't really like popped off to being really good or really playable. It's just fun to try out and see if it can work. You know, I mean, you get Zidane. That's also a multi-element card in Firewind. So yeah, there could be something there. I just haven't really seen it pop off yet. Anyways, those are all the cards for this video. Again, we'll be opening the rest in other videos. So yeah, what can I say about these packs? Not bad. I mean, we got some 2 good legendary cards, some okay heroics, not too amazing. No full arts. Those are kind of like our illustration arts for Final Fantasy. They're the chase cards essentially. Other than the legendary cards, it really depends on what you're looking to build. Anyways, yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Do the usual stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys another time. Yeah, till then.